in the Union, the translators and interpreters usually are summarized as Lenguas. And if you consider yourself as a linguist, then you are concerned with the language level, with verbal communication. And I think we should go beyond that. It's not an original thought. I mean, it's age-old that we should have the concept also in the line. And another aspect, which was not my topic today, but another perspective within the same context, is that as translators, we should not only restrict ourselves to the verbal text, we should also consider typography, layout, and the diagrams, the non-verbal elements. I could have another presentation of this topic showing that many translators, too many translators, have translation problems, have problems translating the verbal text, even though the solution to the problem is right next to it in a photo or in an image. Especially in technical text, they usually a combination of verbal and non-verbal information. For example, in service manuals, it's usually 20% verbal and 8% non-verbal. So if the translator is only looking at the words and not reading the diagrams, reading the engineering drawings, then you don't get the complete picture. And most of the problems are no problems because you have to consider the context, and the context is influenced in images. Therefore, one of my favorite topics is that we as translators, in most cases we are translators, we should be able to not only look at engineering drawings, but read engineering drawings. I mean, it's autosemiotic. Engineering drawings are, there's lots of information, and if you know how to read it, not just how to look at the lines. So, which is why it is part of our literary compulsory curriculum. We have a seminar on read engineering drawings for translators and interpreters. So if you invite me again, I'll come and give you a crash course on engineering drawings.
The difference is that normally when teaching translation we see it, but in a more general perspective, or from a more general perspective, from the point of view of the global discourse, not to the level of the lexical items. I think that's the most interesting and innovative point of view.
Okay, so I'm glad to hear that it was not altogether boring with us.
Just a comment. I think maybe many of the problems with the translators is due to the lack of cultural knowledge. So it's necessary for the translators to make the accurate decisions. And I don't know how the school can say it. Yeah, and the awareness. What was this?
It's the lack of cultural knowledge and subject field knowledge as far as technical LSD translation is concerned. I mean, the rule is you should understand what you translate. Yeah. The fact is, it includes me. I mean, it does happen to everybody that we run across passages in the text which are beyond our personal comprehension at this point in time. And we might not have the time to do enough research to find out what does it really mean. So we have to try sort of to solve the problem without causing too much damage. But this situation where we translate something which we do not fully understand, this should be the exception of the rule. So as a rule, we should understand what we talk about and what we translate. And this requires that we have not the general subject field knowledge, that we should have enough subject field knowledge, the subject field knowledge for this particular text. And sometimes you have, nowadays with the internet, I mean, it's much, much easier than it was 20 years ago to sort of close these knowledge gaps. Nowadays, on the internet, you can solve practically, get answers to practically any question within seconds. Yes. Imagine, I mean, it's difficult for you to imagine you are a translator without internet, without email, without... So, and another key part of this complex, but we don't have the time to go into details here, are the age-old discussion: who are the better translators, engineers with language knowledge or translators with subject knowledge? The brief answer is both make mistakes, but they make different mistakes. And the key question is, which one of the mistakes makes the customer happier? Translators are prone to write or tend to write text which sound wonderful, but they may be absolutely idiotic as far as the technical meaning is concerned. Translators might write something which is from the engineering point of view, or from write something which violates physical principles, and they don't notice it, which is something that an engineer would never do. On the other hand, engineers usually have no feeling for text categories or for terminology, and the spelling is bad, grammar is bad, and everything is bad as far as language is concerned. But it usually makes sense. So that's a danger. That's really a danger, because most clients would say, I don't worry about the styling, but it should make sense. Intended sense.
I think this comparison also applies to machine translation again,
Yeah.
human translation.
Right, which is another topic. Huh?
Yeah.
I have this one in my repertoire also. So machine translation is not always bad. So we should, as a human translator, we should provide a level of quality which is far above machine translation quality, considering the fact that we are about a factor of 30 times slower, much more expensive. And the client might say, I agree that the machine translation is not really good, but it's free. Not only cheap, it's free, and it's immediate. For you, I have to pay up if you do it. I have to wait for 1 week, and I pay you $1,200, and I get it free within 5 seconds. And then you say, but my quality is 500 times as good. In most cases, only 1.5 times as good. Is the problem?